Writing is not as easy as some may think. It's dependent on numerous things: vocabulary, motivation, perseverance, determination, inspiration, patience, something I have not mastered, and vision. Not to mention desire to create original compositions to go where other writers have never gone, and to shock and awe your readers. When nothing comes to mind and writing seems impossible, sit down and write blindly. What flows forth from your pen may seem like gibberish, but it has its uses. Blind writing kickstarts the imagination and enables the writer to express him or herself, usually leading to some kind of comprehensible idea for subject matter. Another trick to get over the hump of writer's block is to write about writing, as in this case. It never seems to fail me. I can always resort to scribing about writing, and it ends up being a half-decent piece. Many writers will find themselves repeating and mimicking their own work due to lack of imagination and motivation, or fear of expanding their own style of composition. Bog yourself down to one type of poetry and you can guarantee to be stifled. Variety is the spice of life, someone famous once said. Very true. The more expansive your writing, the more you can tear out. Me? I'm always working on diversifying my portfolio. From prose to poetry and some haiku, I constantly try my hand at new and challenging styles in order to beef up my repertoire. There's no question that finding your niche can be a difficult task in the world of composition, but once found, nothing can stop you from constantly creating pieces of art that impresses not only you, but your readers as well. There is a calming and quite meditative effect when I sit and write, immersing myself into the world of words. I have a place to hide, a place to relax, somewhere to create that which my imagination tightly grasps. This is the time, this is mine, when I can block out the physical world and transcend to a place of verbal splendor. Serenity and peace. Here I have complete control. I find strength in poetry and prose. I have an extensive vocabulary to keep me company. In this place I turn thoughts into ink, forming lines, breaks, and stanzas. I hitch a ride on my imagination to dark recesses, colorful sunsets, and happy endings. Words are strung along, told where to post, and molded for use, put on stage for all to see. Absolute control, something that the real world knows nothing of. Words have become my drug. I use every day, escaping this monotonous world in every way. I crush them, shaping them into fine lines. I am a dealer of words, giving out samples with every word read. Readers coming back for seconds. I was lonely, destitute, estranged, forlorn, and friendless. I became a hermit, an individualist, a solitudinarian, so cheerless and companionless that my days were full of secluded pain, no friends to count on, no one to lean on, just myself left with dark thoughts and loathsome dreams. I spent a lot of time wondering why I felt the way I did. Why was there a huge empty spot inside my beating chest? I tried filling it with drugs, with random sex, but nonetheless it did not help. I wanted to be content, happy with my life, loved and cherished. Was that too much to ask? Marijuana and spice became my way of escape, taking me to that place where there were no cares, no worries. I had my using buddies, and that was good enough for the time being. They didn't really care about me, but at least it was something. I wasn't alone, and we had something in common. But after all the money had been spent, and all the spice smoked, and the last of the marijuana inhaled, there was that feeling again, of not belonging, of loneliness. The aristocratic pedigree, full-blooded dynasty, self-righteous genealogy rules the existence of a free society. Numerous citizens do decree that it's time to live independently, to exist by means of apostasy, dodging random bouts of apoplexy, never giving an apology even in the case of bigamy. This is the right of all humanity. I'm in constant competition with myself and time. The crimson red numbers on my alarm clock bleed way too slow for comfort, leaving me reaching for filler, needing something to occupy this slow death. Thoughts trot like a mule carrying the dead away, slow, awkward, a rotten stench, emptying its load upon reaching the mass grave that is my notebook. My concentration like obsidian, beautiful but black and easy to crack, with the slightest pressure leaving a sharp edge that cuts through distraction, leaving a clean wound to mend with the thread of prose. Adaptation to life's accommodations, putting accentuation on everyday abdications. The amputation of my motivation leaves me bleeding inspiration, leading to aggravation and the amplification of my annihilation. Where does my humble hand belong in this crooked world? It only wishes to create that which it cannot speak. Not looking for adoration or adulation, but it could use some advocation or maybe some collaboration. The application of random phrases, my verse doning augmentation, leading me to my calculation of confrontation between words and time and evocation. Hey, I just wanted to say thank you for taking the time, if you did take the time, to watch my video and listen to my work. I would greatly appreciate it if you left some comments, whether it was just a simple good job or a constructive criticism, anything at all. Let me know what you think. And the next video that I post will be a continuance of this, just as the first video. These poems that I'm reading are all from the same time frame last year. So stay tuned for my next post and let me know what you think. I appreciate it.